May 1999. The 83rd running of the greatest spectacle in racing. Winning is the ultimate satisfaction. The joy of knowing that on this afternoon, a driver has conquered racing's Everest.
Green flag is out. Ari Lyondike, the first across the yard of bricks as they head into turn number 1.
Looking inside, you'll see in your mirror. You're clear. You're clear.
Problems on the racetrack. Turn 2.
Yellow, get a yellow.
We got to move for the lead in turn number 3.
There goes the number 14 of Kenny Breck inside move on Greg Ray taking first place.
We have a car against the outside wall. Greg Ray and Mark Dismore have made contact in the pit lane.
Not sure why we let that happen.
Cheever has pulled to the break in the wall on the inside.
Kenny, you stop. He stopped it out of the car, Owen.
Bobby Gordon shown as the leader here with 25 laps remaining.
Your fuel is okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it. Drive.
Now Gordon's pulling in. He's pulling in. Kenny Breck has got it.
Checker flags are out, and you name it, a new face will adorn the Poor Corner Trophy.
Defending champion Eddie Cheever returns to Indianapolis with repeating on his mind. He captured the opening event of the season in Orlando, but a crash in Phoenix while leading was a setback.
Eddie Cheever's in traffic. Cheever spins, and he and Lazier both hit the wall.
The biggest news in the Team Cheever camp, however, is the announcement of a new power plant for Indianapolis, the Nissan Infiniti Indy.
I am more of a problem for my competitors this year than I was last year.
Pennzoil Panthers Scott Goodyear has twice been the bridesmaid at Indianapolis, including the closest finish ever in 1992. Goodyear got a win in Phoenix earlier this season and comes to Indy as the Pep Boys Indy Racing League points leader.
Phoenix was a great win, but you know, you're always chasing something. You're always chasing something, and that's the Indianapolis 500.
96 Indy champ Buddy Lazier returns with a vengeance. The hard-charging Himmelgarn pilot is always a factor at the Speedway, finishing no worse than 4th the past 3 years.
When we won the race and I went under the checkered flag for the first time, the first one, the feeling that comes over you is just, you can't put it into words.
The A.J. Foyt brigade of Billy Boat and Kenny Breck come to Indy hoping to change its luck. Boat scored a victory in 6 poles last season, but has seen neither in 99. While Breck, the defending Pep Boys IRL champion, has crashed in both races this season.
We got an incident in turn 1, 2, 3, 4 cars involved, and the yellow flag will fly once again on the restart.
Greg Ray is the new Team Menard pilot in 99, while Mark Dismore and Scott Sharp constitute the Kelly Racing stable. 97 Rookie of the Year Jeff Ward returns with Yahoo sponsorship in tow. And Robbie Gordon is back for his 5th go-around at 16th and Georgetown. A host of rookies welcome the challenge of Indianapolis's 2-week speed format, including Robbie McGee, who brings the Energizer Rabbit on board. But it's John Hollinsworth Jr. who shows up with a most unusual training method. The Texan prepares for each Pep Boys IRL event by running an entire race in race gear on a simulator.
While a simulator is not the same thing as being in an Indy car at speed, it does present some of the same decision-making procedures that one has to go through.
For Tony Stewart, the month of May will be a marathon. The 1997 league champ is the leading candidate for NASCAR Winston Cup Rookie of the Year honors and will race both the Indianapolis 500 and the NASCAR event in Charlotte later the same day, a feat last accomplished by John Andretti back in 1994. Sam Schmidt comes to the Speedway with a great ride and a new team, Treadway Racing, but all eyes are on his teammate, the retiring Ari Lyondike. Lyondike, a 2-time winner of auto racing's greatest crown, holds the 1 and 4 lap qualifying records, as well as the fastest average race speed when he won his first 500 back in 1990.
I think we're in a position to win, but it's almost too much to ask for. You know, you're going to run your last race here, and if it happens, then it's going to be one hell of a party. Probably people are going to see me drunk for the first time in my life.
The annual Save Arnold Barbecue kicks off the month of May as drivers join Special Olympians on the Speedway infield. The barbecue has become Speedway tradition and has raised over $1 million for Special Olympics. Indy Fan Fest returns for a third straight year. The family-oriented theme park is an opportunity for fans to experience some of what the 500 is all about. Bigger and better are the operative words at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this year. 7 permanent video displays give fans a big screen view of racing action and replays for the first time ever. The big screens aren't the only big changes on the grounds. The new infield tower is well on its way toward completion. It's the 5th different structure to rise above the Speedway and is twice the height of the previous Master Control Tower, which was built in 1957. The new tower's architecture will resemble the original pagoda design. While the track itself remains untouched, the announcement of the U.S. Grand Prix at the Speedway in 2000 means the construction of a road course for the Formula One circuit. The race will utilize the front straightaway, but the cars will run counterclockwise in reverse direction of the oval circuit. Roger Ward was a champion at Indianapolis in 1959 and again in '62. Today, he takes a ceremonial lap in his '62 race winner, the leader-card Watson Roadster. It's all part of Legends Week at the Speedway. Each day, a different Indy legend is recognized. A.J. Watson, Johnny Rutherford, Jim Rathman, and Lloyd Ruby are also honored. On opening day, it's Dick Simon who's once again first on the track. Simon touts Stefan Gregoire as his driver this time around, but it's son Richie Simon who makes this a truly memorable month.
I got on the phone and I said, hey, Richie, how about if we put our team back together? You want to come and head it up? And before I could get the words out, he says, yeah!
Absolutely.
Indianapolis has a long family tradition. The Unser family can attest to that. 9 times an Unser has claimed victory at Indy. And in 1999, 2 more Unsers hope to add their names to that impressive resume. Robbie Unser is the son of 3-time winner Bobby Unser and returns to Indianapolis after finishing 5th a season ago.
It's really an honor to be a part of that, and it's really an honor to carry that flag. More importantly, it's an honor to be at the Speedway.
Here's an Unser ready to go.
Johnny Unser is the son of the late Jerry Unser, who lost his life at the Speedway 40 years ago. In his father's memory, Johnny will carry the number 92 on his car.
Just the whole thing about Indianapolis and the history that it has and the memories that it has for us here, I can't help but think that it means more to us than anybody else.
Johnny Unser, this will be for him race number 4.
Greg Ray and Ari Lyondike begin the first of what will be a week-long duel of speed. The Team Menard chauffeur outpaces the veteran on day 1 with a hot lap of almost 226 miles an hour. They continue their battle on day 2. Ray again just a tick faster, but the competition is heating up. Billy Boat finds out just how hot it can be, tagging the wall for team owner A.J. Foyt. It will be the beginning of a long month for Boat. Billy is fine, but the car is heavily damaged. Hoping to avoid a similar problem, rookie Mike Borkowski intently studies tape of veteran Ari Lyondike's line around the oval. Unfortunately for Borkowski, the lesson doesn't pay off. He loops the car exiting turn 2, putting the youngster further behind this month. Later in the day, Scott Harrington also runs into trouble. He hits the outside retaining wall in turn 3, finally spinning to a stop in turn 4. Harrington also is uninjured.
And the yellow flag in contact with the wall. Living under a dark cloud is Billy. Yesterday hit the wall, this time contact again, Billy Boat.
Pennzoil Panther rookie Dave Steele spins in turn 1, hitting the outside retaining wall with the rear of the car before sliding back across the track. Though Steele is not badly hurt, he will not be cleared for the race. Practice resumes, but pace setter Greg Ray suffers an apparent engine malfunction. Tice Carlson, running behind Ray, gets caught up in the aftermath, lightly backing his car into the south short chute. As the speeds continue to escalate, so too does the danger. Kelly Racing's Mark Dismore hits the outside retaining wall, also in turn 1. And Johnny Unser brushes the wall in turn 3 in the Tybo Delta Faucet machine. The junior member of the Himmelgarn stable isn't injured, but another warning shot has been fired. After setting the top speed of the month just a day earlier, Tony Stewart suffers a sudden setback. His accident forces the Home Depot team to the backup machine. And with less than 24 hours until pole day, Stewart's track time will be limited. Rookie Mike Borkowski repeats his mistake in turn 2. Borkowski is uninjured, but John Paul is not so lucky. The Jonathan Bird pilot does a half spin entering turn 3 and hits the wall. Though not seriously injured, Paul will not be cleared to race, a disappointing end to his month. Tomorrow, the need for speed becomes a reality. Pole day at Indianapolis. 4 laps. Man and machine and a 10-mile test of nerves and courage. Tony Stewart doesn't have to wait long to take his shot at glory. His 4 laps are consistent, but disappointing in today's suddenly muggy conditions. At 2:20.5, he'll start well back in the pack. Afterwards, he's escorted by Speedway police to the Indianapolis airport for a flight to Charlotte.
This has always been my dream to run Indy and to try to have an opportunity to win Indy, so we're still pursuing that dream right now.
Scott Sharp's Delphi Automotive Systems machine powers his way to outside of row 2, while rookie Jacques Lazier accepts a marginal time. Lynn St. James, attempting to make her 7/500, does likewise. Japanese driver Hideshi Matsuda again surprises many. With very few laps in the car, Matsuda rockets the Beck Motorsports machine to the 10th starting spot. Rookie John Hollinsworth is in safely. So is Buddy Lazier. Now it's Billy Boat's turn, trying to salvage a difficult week.
And up against the wall. Doggone it.
Cold tires can be blamed for Boat's crash, and another tough break for A.J. Foyt and his boys. 10 minutes later, Robbie Buell's Dreyer and Reinbold Purex machine rolls out. But the results are much the same. Buell's Infinity Indy never completes a lap, but Robbie's weekend story has just begun. While Buell and Boat have trouble, Kenny Breck does not. A.J. Foyt's Power Team driver completes 4 laps over 222 and lines up in the middle of row number 3. Wim Eichmans is in for Team Cheever, setting the stage for Arie Luyendyk. The Flying Dutchman chose Indianapolis for his farewell race, and the fans are going nuts.
Listen to this, 225.643 miles an hour. Right now has a solid lock on the pole position if he keeps it up.
Comes back to the fans again, you see all the people in the stands go crazy, and it just that's really heartwarming. And again, this place is all about the fans, and it was great to see them all participate with me.
The question now becomes, who can catch Luyendyk? Davey Hamilton gives it a shot. Chile's Eliseo Salazar qualifies for his 4th 500. Stan Waddles and Tice Carlson for their 2nd. Mark Dismore has always found tough going at the Brickyard. This 1991 crash almost ended his career. Miraculously, he's returned to the Speedway. And today, the MCI WorldCom driver qualifies for the middle of row 2. Stefan Gregoire's Mexmill machine is in for Dick Simon, but the speed is way down. Now it's Scott Goodyear's turn. Pennzoil Panthers lead driver runs 4 strong laps, while Jeff Ward's Yahoo machine will line up in the 14th starting slot. With the field now more than half full on the first day, the stage is set for Team Menard to challenge Luyendyk's pole-setting effort. All week long, the practice battles have raged between Arie Luyendyk and Greg Ray. Today, Arie has set the mark. It's now up to Ray to take his shot.
And he's out.
Ray's first circuit is exactly the same as Luyendyk's best lap. After 3 laps, Ray still has him, but just barely.
Still just a tick faster than Arie Luyendyk.
Ray's final lap falls short, and Luyendyk retains the pole position. Ray duplicates his 1998 starting position.
Certainly the weather changed, and it's still changing now, and we were close, but just not quite there.
The Treadway high continues as Sam Schmidt streaks to the 3rd row, while Jimmy Kite successfully navigates the McCormick car into his second 500. Robbie Unser gets in with a great run. So does rookie Robbie McGee. 1998 Indy 500 Rookie of the Year Steve Knapp qualifies 13th, while Jared Schrader makes his first 500. Now things are getting tight. 25 of the 33 slots are filled, and no one is quite sure what speed will safely make the field. Andy Mishner brushes the wall looking for that speed during an afternoon practice session. Last year's 500 champ Eddie Cheever has been struggling. He's waved off an attempt in each of his 2 cars today, but he takes this one.
Eddie, 3 hours ago, 221.5 wasn't enough. Now you've got 221.3.
And I'm happy. There you go. That's Indianapolis for you.
Jack Miller's engine lets go. The disappointment is obvious. They are down to one last attempt. 1 hour to go now. Happy hour. Only 7 slots remain. Everyone wants to qualify today. The prediction for tomorrow is rain. Roberto Guerrero qualifies for his 15th 500. While Billy Boat's T-car caps what's been a frustrating week. Oh my, does he ever! Boat roars to a front row starting position.
I tell you,
30 years young.
I can't say enough about this team. They stood behind me, and they kept putting these cars back together for me, and I really owe it all to them.
Struggling to find the necessary speed, Robbie Gordon grabs Greg Ray's T-car, and the fit is perfect. Gordon averages over 223 miles an hour and will line up 4th.
It's important for us to get into the show and give the best run we can, so we got 2 cars in the first 2 rows. Very happy with that.
Donnie Beechler, Roberto Moreno, and Buzz Calkins all qualified, leaving but 1 spot to fill. Scott Harrington's Certainteed machine makes the final run of the day, and the field is full. It's the first time that the field has been filled on pole day. The average speed is better than 3 miles an hour faster than a year ago. For Arie Luyendyk, it's his 3rd pole-winning effort at the Brickyard and his 5th front-row start. Luyendyk's heroics earn him the $100,000 PPG Pole Award. There are still plenty of drivers hoping to bump their way into the lineup tomorrow. Sunday dawns with a sense of urgency for those teams not in the field. Today's bumping should be fast and furious. Practicing in his 2nd car, Lynn St. James, who's on the bubble, loses an engine, sending her into the wall. Raul Boisel is the first to bump his way in. The Brandt Racing chauffeur knocks St. James to a sideline seat. Johnny Unser knocks out Jacques Lazier, while Robbie Buell, back after yesterday's Turn 1 incident, is visibly smoking in his T-car. He'll need help, and he'll get it. A.J. Foyt, with 2 drivers already in the field, lends a hand to Buell. Everyone pitches in to mold one of Kenny Breck's chassis into something Buell can qualify. Back on the track, Jack Miller bumps his way in. His victim, Stefan Gregoire, a bitterly disappointing ending to the Frenchman's month. Andy Mishner brushed the wall yesterday. Today he spins instead. His hopes are fading. Time is short. Nerves are frayed. Mike Groff bumps Scott Harrington from the lineup, putting Groff on the bubble with rain on the horizon. Back in the garage, Buell and his boys continue to thrash. What emerges is a race car ready to run, and one last chance.
And he's on it.
Buell's first lap is not quick enough. But his next 3 are, and with rain beginning to fall, Robbie Buell barely excuses Mike Groff from the lineup.
We got to thank AJ for giving us that opportunity, and all the guys, my guys and his guys, were thrashing away, as you saw in the garage there, so that was good.
The qualifying story is written. Ari Luyendyk is the oldest and fastest driver in this year's field, in this his 15th and final start. It's the closest field in the history of the race. For some, the disappointment is great, while 32 other drivers are left to ponder just what it will take to catch Luyendyk next weekend. While the field is set, the teams continue to make final preparations. Some drivers find time for golf, and even some fashion. John Hollinsworth Jr. makes time to deliver food to needy area families as part of Team Extreme's Feed the Children program. The Coors Indy Pit Stop Challenge is the highlight of Carburation Day and the final dress rehearsal before the race. The championship sees Davey Hamilton beat Kenny Breck. The 6th time Gallus Racing has won this event. The team winnings are donated to Gallus primary sponsor Spinal Conquest, an organization striving to cure paralysis. The week complete, all eyes focus on Sunday and the 83rd running of the greatest spectacle in racing.
Official 500 program.
And the field is away.
Pace car is off the track. A good-looking lineup down the front straight as we get set for the green flag to fall on the 83rd running of the Indianapolis 500. Green flag is out. Ari Luyendyk, the first across the yard of bricks as they head into turn number 1.
It is Ari Luyendyk in first. Greg Way jumps into second. Billy Bone is third. The 32 car of Robbie Gordon is fourth.
Pole sitter Luyendyk leads the first lap. He will lead the first 32.
It is Ari Luyendyk and Greg Ray. They run 1-2. Billy Boat now runs third. The 28 of Mark Dismore is fourth. And here comes the 14 car of Kenny Breck as he runs in 5th place.
On lap 9, the race sees its first caution of the day. Chile's Eliseo Salazar is into the wall.
Eliseo Salazar
hit the outside wall just beyond the Sweets and 2 and has landed on the inside of the racetrack. The yellow is out.
During the caution, rookie Jared Schrader collides with Jimmy Kite, who is forced into the pit box of Robbie McGee. Tire changer Stephen Freed is caught up in the incident. Although he will recover, Freed's injuries are serious, and Robbie McGee will be forced to refocus on the task at hand, winning the race. The race goes green again with Luyendyk still on top and Greg Ray in hot pursuit.
Ari Luyendyk across the yard of bricks. Greg Ray runs second, but a great two-wide battle as they head into 1.
And Dismore very wisely decides to tuck it back in behind Kenny Breck, where just like we started, Luyendyk, Ray, and both into the second turn.
By lap 18, Jeff Ward has moved from 14th to 6th. The 1997 Rookie of the Year has a brand new sponsorship in Yahoo and is making the most of it. Luyendyk leads Greg Ray and Kenny Breck as the first round of pit stops near. Breck becomes the first of the front runners to stop. 2 laps later, leader Luyendyk pits and Ray assumes the top spot.
The car is in, he hits the mark, the crew goes to work. Skip Fall headed towards the right front. No adjustments to the wing whatsoever. Ari and Skip communicating on the radio, and they're just waiting for the fuel hose to be disconnected. 12.53, solid stop for Ari Luyendyk.
Ray stops also, putting Sam Schmidt up front on lap 34. It's the first time Schmidt has ever led at Indianapolis.
So Sam Schmidt is shown as the leader. Greg Ray is shown in second place. However, Greg Ray has just completed his stop, and now we have a car stalled on the racetrack.
Hideshi Matsuda runs out of fuel, bringing out the second caution of the day. Roberto Guerrero is also dry on the backstretch. For some, the gamble to stretch their fuel has not paid off. Schmidt pits, giving the lead back to Luyendyk for the lap 40 restart.
We're ready to go back to green flag racing. It is Ari Luyendyk who is the leader. So Ari Luyendyk the leader, but he has lap traffic in front of him. There he goes. Ari Luyendyk with Stan Waddles behind him. Heads into turn number 1.
Ari Luyendyk, the leader. Greg Ray trying to get past some traffic in front of him. He's running second. Everybody smoothly single file through 2, heading to 3.
On lap 45, Ray catches Luyendyk and reclaims the top spot.
Ari Luyendyk now having to deal with lap traffic as they come down the front straight. Greg Ray now trying to close it up. Less than 5 car lengths as they head into turn number 1. Ray trying to chase down Ari.
Yeah, he'll back it off just a little bit, though. Greg Ray will not make the move. It will be the car number 5 car of Ari Luyendyk. Now Ray starts to pull up again in the second turn.
As Luyendyk maintains his advantage through 2, but Ray seems to have them dialed in. He's going to try and make the move, maybe headed to 3.
Drafting and looking down to the inside. Greg Ray wheel-to-wheel with Luyendyk. Inside position going into 3. Greg Ray takes the lead away from Luyendyk as they come out of turn number 3.
At the 50-lap mark, it's Ray, Luyendyk, Schmidt, Breck, and Tony Stewart, with plenty of racing yet to go. Kenny Breck now begins to make a move. The 32-year-old Swede started 8th, but catches Luyendyk for second on lap 56.
We got a move for the lead in turn number 3.
There goes the number 14 of Kenny Breck inside. Move on Greg Ray taking first place.
Breck catches Ray, and the 500 has its 4th leader of the afternoon. 2 stories have begun to emerge. The first is Tony Stewart, the young racing lion who started 24th but now runs 5th. The other is rookie Robbie McGee. After starting 27th, the Energizer machine has overcome a near disaster in the pits and now runs 6th. Lap 63 and Sam Schmidt's strong run comes to an abrupt halt.
We have a car against the outside wall. It is car 99, that's Sam Schmidt. He has come to rest between 1 and 2.
The third caution of the afternoon sends everyone to the pits. But Fred Treadway's men outpace the Foyt and Menard contingencies, and Ari Luyendyk emerges up front. Lap 69 and the race goes green once again.
Ari Luyendyk will have to deal with 5 lap cars in front of him. Kenny Breck breathing down his neck into 1.
It is 5 cars he has to deal with. Breck closes inside. Dismore gets right on his bumper likewise. Now in heavy traffic, and Dismore makes a move, and Breck may go with him in 2.
Oh my word, we got nose to tail and almost a meeting of the tires trying to get traffic through 2 as Tice Carlson almost got tied up. Now we're 4 abreast heading toward 3. What an unbelievable restart.
Kenny Breck now shown as the leader. Kenny Breck with a sizable lead. I'd say 20 car lengths on Greg Ray.
Again, coming to 4, Greg Ray approaches 2 slower cars, trying to get around them. Luyendyk next, and then Robbie Gordon, Scott Sharp, and then Scott Goodyear.
Boy, Greg Ray looks like he's going to split the daggone guys down the front straight. He has got lap cars in front of him. Now he's in front of you, Jerry Baker.
Half a dozen lap cars, as a matter of fact, and thankfully they single file themselves into the short chute as they head toward that second turn.
My, oh my, a little cleaner through 2 right now, but boy, they're passing through the turns. They're 3 and 4 wide heading to 3. This racing is unbelievable.
By lap 72, the race has settled into a great pace.
So Kenny Breck is now the leader as he flashes across the yard of bricks. Mark Dismore separates the second place car of Greg Ray. Ari Luyendyk runs 3rd. We have 71 laps complete here.
On lap 82, Scott Sharp has radiator trouble. The Delphi Automotive Systems machine finishes what's been a disappointing afternoon. Back on the track, Greg Ray re-emerges on top with a terrific pass of leader Kenny Breck. Luyendyk also gets around, and Ray and Luyendyk once again run 1-2.
They just go side by side, and then they finally get themselves straightened out. Greg Ray's one of the main players in there. Greg to the outside of that back into the number 2 corner.
Greg Ray now shown as the leader, but Ari Leyendijk was just barely trying to get by Breck for second. We've got
side by side in 3, inside, Breck outside, Leyendijk going into the 4th corner.
As they come, it is still Breck on the inside. Leyendijk pulling around him on the outside there, wheel to wheel, and it's Leyendijk pulling ahead just by half a car lane.
Greg Ray is your leader as he flashes across the yard of bricks. Kenny Breck will drive in just behind Ari Leyendijk. He'll set him up in 1.
Somebody needs to tell these guys it's a 500-mile race, not a sprint race. I mean, they are really battling each other. Breck, Leyendijk, and Ray going into the second turn.
The list of those moving up continues to impress. Defending champ Eddie Cheever started 16th and runs 5th. Rookie Robbie McGee began the day 27th and sits in 6th, while NASCAR's Tony Stewart is 7th after beginning the afternoon 24th. After barely making the field with his late-day qualifying heroics, Robbie Buell began the afternoon in the 32nd spot, but as the race nears the halfway mark, he runs 8th for A.J. Foyt. Lap 93 now, and the race sees its 4th caution of the afternoon.
We had a spin and back end against the wall. Car number 35, Steve Knapp, last year's Rookie of the Year, brought it cleanly to a stop. After a spin, he smacked both sides of the car. Fortunately, it appears that he is all right.
Again, the leaders pit. While Kenny Breck leads, Ari Leyendijk smells victory. And on the lap 99 restart, he rockets past Breck.
It will be Ari Leyendijk, the leader. Kenny Breck runs 2nd, and Greg Ray makes a move to the middle of the track in 1.
And he's got some traffic. Roberto Marino in car 33 gets in his way, and off we go to the races. They're in the short chute of the south end, over to the second turn at Kenny.
And at this point, unusual fashion, everybody single file through right now. No changes, but what a mad scramble again as they now begin to bunch up headed to 3.
And on the inside, there's a move by Scott Goodyear, almost colliding with Robbie Gordon, bringing with them on the inside Eddie Cheever as they move around the left Gordon.
Ari Leyendijk has the lead as they head through 4. Right behind him, Kenny Breck, and right on Breck's tail is Greg Ray.
Another front runner is not so fortunate. Pennzoil Panther Racing Scott Goodyear has run well all day, but on lap 102, the number 4 machine slows with engine trouble. With Goodyear now on the sidelines, Leyendijk still leads, as Eddie Cheever catches Kenny Breck at the start-finish line for 3rd.
Leyendijk leads them all 4 with Ray right behind. Then it's Breck with Cheever right on his tail as they head down the main straightaway. Cheever trying to make a move to get around Kenny Breck.
They are sailing for Ari Leyendijk. Right behind him is Greg Ray, but a couple of cars stacked up behind the 1st and 2nd place car.
And Eddie Cheever has made his way into the number 3 spot. In fact, Ray has fallen back to number 5. They're already in the second corner.
Cheever has really been on the move and has climbed steadily in this race. And now he is dialing in the 2 front runners heading to 3.
As they come into the 3rd corner, it's still the advantage for Leyendijk, about 10 lengths over Ray.
Leyendijk now begins to stretch his lead. The Dutchman is flying, but suddenly, disaster.
Leyendijk has crashed at turn number 3. He was trying to go underneath the Tice Carlson car. Got loose, got sideways, backed it in, and is now stopped at the short chute over the exit of turn number 3. Again, Leyendijk was trying to put a lap on Tice Carlson on the approach to turn number 3. He got loose. He got down on the inside of the white line, turned it around, backed into the wall coming out of turn number 3, hit it with the right rear, and now has come to a stop. Hit it with the left rear, I should say, has now come to a stop. The safety workers are headed in Leyendijk's direction. The leader has crashed out of the Indianapolis 500.
On the verge of win number 3 at the Brickyard, Ari Leyendijk's tremendous racing career has come to an end. One of Indy's greatest champions has retired. Leyendijk's misfortune is Greg Ray's good luck, until...
We've got a problem in the pits. A problem in the pits. It appears that Greg Ray and Mark Dismore have made contact in the pit lane, and those 2 cars could be seriously damaged.
Not sure why we let that happen.
Well, emotions are running high in the Greg Ray pit, and that is certainly the case here. And it appears that Greg Ray simply ran into Mark Dismore as he exited his pit.
The back-to-back incidents cost the race its 2 forerunners, and Eddie Cheever finds himself on top. It's the first time that an Infiniti engine has ever led a lap at Indianapolis. On lap 125, the race goes green, with Kenny Breck making a statement.
Back to green flag racing. Kenny Breck will lead them into one.
Indeed he will. They went 3 wide momentarily. They had to move around the lap car number 20 and Tice Carlson. Now they're into the second quarter already. Kenny Breck cleanly in front, leading a single file line of race cars back to full speed.
The Breck-Cheever battle continues, but Pagan Racing's Jeff Ward has continued his climb. On lap 135, the Yahoo machine catches Eddie for second, and Ward sets his sights on leader Breck. After running up front earlier, Tony Stewart's Home Depot car is back in the pits, the victim of handling problems. The effects of the earlier practice crash are still being felt.
Guys, take a half and turn the front wing out also.
For the nap up.
After running a fantastic race, Eddie Cheever coasts in the backstretch, and his defense of the crown has quietly ended.
Smoke, smoke, smoke. Your car. Motor's done.
With 50 laps to go, Kenny Breck and Jeff Ward lead a full field of drivers eager to crown a new champion at the Brickyard. Leader Breck pits, surrendering the top spot to Jeff Ward for the first time today.
They come to 4 and just pulling around Davey Hamilton and Tice Carlson, but the leaders are caught behind Breck, and right now Breck's in the pits. Jeff Ward has the lead.
So Jeff Ward will be shown as the leader this time by Jeff Ward will take over the lead of the 83rd Indianapolis 500 with 151 laps complete as Kenny Breck makes the slow 80-mile-an-hour journey down to the south end of the pits.
Waiting for Kenny Breck and that power team car to come rolling in. 3 consecutive wins last season. It has been a struggle to this point for Kenny Breck and this power team, and they were looking so forward to this race to kind of boost the confidence back up, especially of the crews. They know what Kenny can do, and he's doing it this afternoon. 13.88 seconds to stop for the power team and Kenny Breck.
But Ward soon returns the favor, giving the lead back to Breck.
Jeff Ward, he was 3rd at the 97 Indianapolis 500 in which he won Rookie of the Year. It's a routine stop, tires and fuel, and Jeff Ward is away. A very clean stop for Ward. They're going to have to make one more stop before the checkered flag.
40 laps to go now. Breck leads, Ward second, and Billy Boat runs third with Robbie Buell sixth, giving A.J. Foyt a trio of drivers up front. But lurking in 7th position is Robbie Gordon. After falling back early, Gordon is now in a position to strike. Lap 162, and Jimmy Kite stalls on the track, bringing out the yellow. 3 laps later, we're green again.
Kenny Breck gets away. He is down low. Ward on the outside. Buddy Lazier moves around Ward to head down the main straightaway.
It's going to be a drag race down the front straight. Buddy Lazier will try to dive to the inside. He's 2 laps down, but Buddy Lazier will go to the front.
He's been a player for the last several laps. There's Kenny Breck right behind him, car 21 aboard. Then comes Boat, then Dismore, then McGee into the short chute into turn 2.
Mark Dismore has remarkably worked his way back up to 4th after the earlier incident in the pits. But misfortune strikes again.
Trouble, the cars hit the wall coming out of turn number 2. That's Dismore. Dismore brushed the ball coming out of turn number 2. His car slows in a small cloud of smoke down on the inside as he brushed the wall with the right front. Dismore out of the race.
The leaders take advantage of the yellow for a final pit stop, except for Robbie Gordon. He will gamble with his fuel. The stage is set for a 3-car shootout over the final 27 laps.
Green flag waves. Robbie Gordon gets a good jump on the field, and Gordon is away from the pack as now the battle is between the 21 and the 14 of Ward and Breck for second place.
And now as they come through the short chute and into 2, we've got the leader, Ward and Breck, and of course Gordon. They're single file cleanly through 2, chasing Gordon as they head now toward 3.
Robbie Gordon shown as the leader here with 25 laps remaining. 25 laps remain in the 83rd running of the Indianapolis 500.
While Robbie Gordon stretches his lead a bit, Jeff Ward and Kenny Breck begin a tremendous battle for second.
Okay, keep running what you're doing. You're okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Jeff, 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go. Go ahead and run as hard as you need to.
On lap 188, Breck returns the favor, passing Ward for second in turn number 1.
Stay on him, you're doing a good job, stay on him.
7 laps now remain for Robbie Gordon to realize his dream to become an Indianapolis 500 winner. Robbie Gordon, with 4 previous appearances in this race, now is within eyesight of fulfilling the dream. This time as he comes off of turn number 4 and flashes across the yard of bricks, 6 laps will remain, and the big question is, will he be able to squeeze the fuel mileage out? Here is Robbie Gordon across the yard of bricks, heading to turn number 1 and Jerry Baker.
In the previous 4 500s, Mike, he had only led a total of 3 laps. But right now, if he's worried about fuel, he's got me surprised. He's just out there on a Sunday run. He's in the second turn. And cleanly through 2, he may not have enough fuel for a victory lap if he's got enough to get to the checkered flag, but he's in control into 3.
But it is not academic. There are 5 slower cars ahead of Gordon as he exits the 3rd turn.
Coming through 4, he is still with 5 cars in front, but it's Robbie Gordon running very smoothly. A hard hit the wall yesterday, but he's hitting them pretty hard today.
Whatever it did yesterday, it woke him up because he is running a great race here today. He dives below the Petromali car of Robbie Unser in turn number 1.
And he makes it look strong from the inside of the second row. He has been strong all day. He's went into traffic at the short chute. He's passing cars right there in front of Ken right now. He gets around Tice Carlson and then finds himself cleanly through 2. And again, along the back straightaway, in control of this race.
But he still has slower traffic to negotiate as he moves into the 3rd corner. Ahead of him is rookie Robbie McGee and 1 or 2 other cars in the 4th corner.
There's 3 cars in front as Robbie Gordon moves smoothly through the 4th turn. There's some slower traffic, and then back to second place, Kenny Breck. More slower traffic, and then Jeff Ward.
But the lead is getting dangerously close, and so is the fuel. Gordon will soon know if his gamble has paid off.
Here comes Robbie Gordon in that bright fluorescent yellow car, the Menard sponsorship with John Manville on the side of that Delara. This car owned by John Menard. Will he win it with a driver other than his own? It could be as he's in line.
He is already out of one, as a matter of fact. That's how fast this guy is going. He's in the short chute. He's already in the second turn. John Menard's 20th year at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and he's got a driver leading as he now heads into 3.
Here comes Kenny Breck. Gordon with the lead. Slower traffic. Kenny Breck.
The white flag is about to come out at Indianapolis.
He's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Wow. Robbie Gordon is out of fuel as Kenny Breck comes down to take the white flag. 1 more lap to go in the Indy 500. Incredible heartbreak for Robbie Gordon, out of fuel.
Kenny Breck smoothly through 1, got past the back markers, sets his sights on the short chute. He's in the south end of the speedway. He's in the second turn. Here is Tim Double. How about Kenny Breck, car number 14, smoothly through 2 along the back straight and now headed cleanly to 3.
Keep coming, Kenny, keep coming. You only got the white checker this time.
Kenny Breck will be going around some slower traffic coming into 4. Kenny Breck down low. We've got Kenny Breck. Everything coming out right for him so far.
Checkered flags are out, and you name it, a new face will adorn the Borg Warner Trophy as Kenny Breck wins the 83rd Indianapolis 500-mile race.
Good job, Kenny, baby. Good job.
I didn't know what kind of tank you got in there, but I didn't think he could do more than 30 laps in 1 tank, so I was quite convinced he had to pit for fuel. I don't know what it means yet, but I've been practicing drinking milk all week, so maybe that was what did it. I don't know.
I feel like crying right now, but what can you do? You know, I mean, it's just racing. If we had 1 more yellow, it would have been fine. There's nothing you can do. It's just racing. That's what keeps people coming back for here, you know. And it's the greatest race in the world, and we almost won it.
The 83rd running of the Indianapolis 500 has been a special one indeed. For only the 5th time in history, the lead changed hands during the final 3 laps. For Kenny Breck, winning is doubly sweet, welcoming A.J. Foyt to victory lane for the first time at Indianapolis as a car owner.
He was a little excited there last couple laps, but we kept it all together. And I've achieved a lot of things, but this is, together with the championship last year, the biggest things I've achieved in my career. Is very, very good.
Arie Luyendyk captures most of the post-race prizes, including the Firestone First at 99 and Delphi Leader at Halfway Awards. Jeff Ward finishes second for Pagan Racing. After being named Rookie of the Year at Indianapolis in 1997, it's Ward's best finish yet at the Brickyard.
It was a good fight. Brack ran a great race, and my hats off to Foyt's team, but our Yahoo team here and merchantonline.com did a great job. First time on the sponsor, but he ran a great race. He was tough. It was a lot of fun.
For A.J. Foyt, the day is especially satisfying. Billy Boat finishes third for the Texan car owner, while Robbie Buell is sixth. 3 of the top 6 spots go to Foyt.
When I first talked to AJ about trying one of his cars on to fit, you know, it was a handshake deal, and he said, hey, let's do what we can. So I'd say it's been pretty good relationship.
While Robbie Gordon manages to salvage a 4th place finish, it's Robbie McGee who stands the tallest among the rookies. He's marched from 27th to 5th, and the following night at the annual victory celebration is named the Bank One Rookie of the Year. The highlight of the evening is the presentation of the winner, and Kenny Breck's $1.4 million winnings are part of the largest purse in motorsports history, over $9 million.
People may have a lot of dreams. Racing drivers, I think, have one big dream, and that's to win the Indy 500.
And so another century is about to pass. For one old warrior, a 5th trip to victory lane brought back memories of championships gone by. But AJ will tell his young lion that there's nothing like the first time.